Fine.
How's work?
Um,
Been
normal.
busy. Okay.
Uh, a little
Yes.
busy, but normal.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to continue our topic. Okay, over here. Try to read. Yeah. This is about yesterday about Carrie and Francesca. So
Yeah,
can you read this one?
yeah. Look at the feedback Carrie gives Francesca on
Fran.
her work.
Fran. Not Frank. It's Fran.
Frank,
Francesca. Fran. Look at my tongue. Fran.
Frank,
Fran.
Frank,
Francesca.
Francesca.
Fran. It's not Frank. Okay, it's Fran N. Fran.
Frank,
Francesca. Again.
Francesca.
Very good. Continue.
Francesca on her work. Fix the positive feedback put across by the negative feedback. Yeah, but you did really well.
That is
Positive
a
feedback.
positive. Yes.
Can you just make sure you clear the place as soon as possible? Yeah. Negative feedback.
Negative.
Negative.
Very good. Letter C.
it 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 could be really good if you could just try to keep the water glasses filled.
Mhm.
Negative. Negative.
Negative. Okay.
That's really good for your first night. Positive feedback.
Very good.
There are just a few little things. Negative feedback. I think you are natural. I don't understand
It's like I
the
think you are a natural. So meaning, for example, you are a newly hired. So you do all the stuff correctly, or all, you are doing all the things in the. For example, you are a waiter. So this is your first day, but you are doing like 80% of the job correctly. So they said, I think you are natural. So that's a positive feedback.
yeah
Okay.
yeah.
Now look at here. Look at the negative feedback. Every sentence contains just why do you think Carrie say this? All right. So why do you think Carrie says this about this one? Like, can you just make sure you clear the plates as soon as possible? What do you think? Can you remember?
Because for carry one Francesca
Two.
to do it to do it better.
Aside from that, um, Carrie wanted Francesca to clear the plates as soon as possible because of the guests to be comfortable, right? Or maybe the guests or the customers might order a dessert, right? So that there will be enough space for the new order. So that's the reason. All right. So what about this number two? Like letter C. Why is it negative? What do you think? It'd be really good if you could just try to keep the water glasses filled. What do you think?
Mm. because the can uh, customer can need the water.
Yes. Aside from that, so this is a very important thing in the restaurant, right? So, like, there's no need um, for the guests or the customers to raise their hand and ask for the water. All right. So if we can see, as a waiter, if we can see that the guests' um, glasses or the water is really below half,
Mm.
right? So automatically they should, or the waiter should fill up the
Glass.
glass, yes, with water. All right. So this is very important in the restaurant. So what about this one? There are just few little things. Why is this one negative?
Because carry one Fran Francesca
Two.
uh, because a few little things Francesca don't don't do completely did
Yes, that is
completely.
correct. That is correct because Francesca forget few things, right? Like putting the glass, lighting the candles, right? And filling up the water of the guest when they are eating. All right. So, but aside from that, Carrie thinks he is a natural. All right. Now I want you to read this one. Sounds smart, like linking between words. Okay.
Look
So
at the look at these ex- expressions from
X
ex- expressions
X again.
X X
X
X X is
again. You can do it. Go. X.
S X X express
Very good.
X expression X
Expression.
expressions
Very good.
from B and E in speaking strategy
Strategy.
strategy
Yeah.
and listen to them.
All right.
The
This one. All right. So we're going to listen first on the track 9. Okay. Don't worry. Just try to read so that you will know what to find. Okay. All right. Are you ready to listen?
yes,
Okay. Where are we? Okay. So,
Recording 9.
The plates as soon as possible. There are just a few.
all right. So what can you observe? Like the linking. So what can you observe when you hear it? You want to listen again?
yes.
Okay. Try to. This is very tricky. Try to listen carefully. Okay. Right.
Recording 9.
The plates as soon as possible. There are just a few.
What do you think happened?
Mm. The, the the letter S linked with the letter A
Very good. That is correct. So they read this one as
said
the
the
plate
play
says.
the play said soon
Yeah. Soon as
as
soon as
soon
yeah,
as
soon as possible.
soon as possible.
Yes. Americans actually is really good on this one. Like it's very natural when they talk like the plates as soon as possible. Right? So can you say that?
The the place as soon mm, not not
Again, the
possible.
plates are new. Sorry, the plates are plates. The plates as soon as again. Sorry. Okay. The plates as soon as possible.
Soon not.
Soonest.
Soon not. The place as soon as possible.
Soonest. The plates are
Soon not.
new. The plates as soon as possible. Again, the plates
Yeah,
as soon as possible.
yeah. The
Try to
place as
read
soon
fast.
as possible. Yeah.
Again, read it faster.
The bus. The place as soon as possible.
Very good. Again.
The place as soon as possible.
Very good. What about the second line?
There are just a few.
Very good. There are just a few. All right. There are just a few. It was combined with this one. All right. Very good. So when the last sound of the word is a consonant sound, the first sound of the next word is a vowel. They are often linked together. So this is what happened, right? So the last letter of the word is a consonant, right? So you know the vowel sounds or the vowel letters, right? The a, e, o, u, right? So those are the vowel sounds, right? This one.
Yeah.
And these are the consonants, right? So when two words are the next word is the first letter of the next word is a vowel, it will be connected to the
Consonant.
right to the word before this word, all right? So they are often linked together. So can you find another example of this kind of linking expression? Like A to F. Where are we now? Okay, this one. Uh-huh. Just a
Oh
sec.
no.
Can you give an example?
It's the left side.
Yeah, no.
I to
This
F
one.
is the left side. Yes.
Yes.
Mm. As place as soon as possible. Uh, there are just a few little things.
Mhm.
Uh, just only two sentences.
Very good. Very good. All right. Mm, last field. This one is not correct. This one just a few. And what else? This one only one? This one is not correct. I think this one is the only word or the sentence, right? Nothing more. What was the your another example?
Just a
You have
minute.
another example?
Mm,
Or just try to read this one. There's nothing more, right? Only this letter E. There are just a few.
yeah.
All right, very good. Now, about this one, track number 10.
Okay. You work in a restaurant. Give a server a new waiter feedback after his first shift.
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 Very good. Look.
Look at this conversation and try to make a negative feedback softer by using can you, could you, and just. Then listen and speak to 30.
All right, so this one.
You did well tonight. There are a few things. All right. Try to get the meals out as soon as possible. Yes, sure. And make sure you change the napkins after each course. Sure. Anything else? Yes. Clear the place quickly. Okay.
All right. So remember, you have to make a negative feedback, okay?
Recording 10.
Oh, right. Yes, sure. Sure. Anything else? Okay.
All right, now here. This one, you. This is you, okay? So you are going to make this one a negative feedback using can you or could you and just. So for example, this one, all right? You could
You.
you, all right? Or you did well, or the or just a few things, all right? There's no there, or you can just put um, this one. You did well tonight, just a few things. We're going to change this one a just, right? So that it will become a negative statement, like like you did well, just are a few things, all right, or just a few things. All right. Or you can also put the just in the middle or the word after the word there. So you can also you say this one, or you can also make this one like you did well tonight. There are just a few things. Right? So after the word are, you can put the word just. All right? So you did well tonight. There are just a few things. All right? So that's an example. So can you do this over here?
Can you get the news out as soon as possible?
Again?
Can you get the news out as soon as possible?
Very good. Very good. Or you can also, you may not delete this one. Also this, you can say, can you try to get?
Uh,
Right,
can
say
you
right.
try to get the
Neos as soon as. Again, I want to hear the as soon as. Again.
as
Okay, go.
can can you try to get the news out as soon as possible?
Very good. Yeah, sure. What about this one? Use this
Could
one.
you could you could you change the napkins?
This one. Could you make sure
Could you make sure you change the napkins after
after
each course?
course? Very good. Sure. Anything else?
Yes. Um, just clear the place quickly.
Just clear the plates quickly. Very good. All right. So this one over here. So use the words below to give a negative and positive feedback. All right. So use the expressions in speaking strategy to help you. All right. So remember to make the negative feedback softer. All right. Because when you are the manager, if you are going to talk a negative feedback in a hard way, the waiter or the waitress might be offended and will not go back to work tomorrow. Right? So you have to kind of make it soft, all right? For example, like, you did well tonight, but there are just a few things. Just like that. Or you cannot say, you did well tonight, but they're just, all right? You do not raise your voice, okay? In a soft way, right? Now let's try to this one. Letter A. Make that one a negative feedback or a positive feedback.
Mm. Make sure you just smile to customers when they arrive.
Hmm. Or can you?
Can can you make sure to smile to customers when they arrive?
All right, that's a wrong grammar. Here, can you make sure you smile? Can you make sure to smile? Two, can you make sure to smile when customers arrive? Oh, all
Yeah.
right. What about letter B?
I think
I think,
you just a very good waiter.
I think you are a very good waiter. All right,
Because
very
it's
good.
a positive.
Yeah, it's a positive statement. I think you
Yeah.
are a very good waiter. All
Yeah.
right. Letter C.
Could you check to check to give customers the correct
All right.
glasses
Could you check and
and give
customers the correct
the
glasses?
correct
Again,
glasses?
can you say that again?
Could you check and give customers the
The
correct glasses?
customers, could you check and give again? Yeah, that's correct. I'm sorry. Go again.
Could you check and give customers the correct
Customers.
cus
Cus.
cus? Could
Customers
you
again.
could you check and give customers the correct glasses?
Very good. Letter D.
It's a
Excellent.
excellent
Excellent.
excellent the first night.
You are excellent in your first night. Or
You are
excellent in
excellent.
your, yes, you are excellent in your first night. All right. What about letter E?
It's it's just good if you bring bill more quickly.
It's good if
If
you
you
can
can bring bill more quickly,
the bill
the bill more quickly.
more quickly. All right. Very good. Now this one. All right. So this one, like, let's go for a class bonus. All right. So when did you last go to a restaurant?
Mm, I think I go to the restaurant the last weekend with my
Last
family.
weekend. Oh, how was the service? If you can remember, how was the
Uh,
service?
yes, the white cheese is nice and they serve food very quickly.
Was the waiter or waitress friendly and helpful?
Yes, the waiter is very friendly and they um, give on things I need.
Okay, very good. Did you have to wait long for your food? Did you leave a tip?
Mm, I didn't have to wait long for my food,
Mhm.
but I didn't leave a tip because because I don't know the because one waiter serve many places. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know the waiter of my table is who.
Okay. All right. So, um, talk about these questions in a small group. All right. So, who had the best experience, or who had the worst? Or did you try talking that situation to your friend? Or like, um, with your experience, for example, like after you eat out in a restaurant, you go to you go back to work and talk to your colleagues and say, "Hey, did you know that I have a bad experience on this restaurant? Like the waiter is blah blah and on." Have you tried that one?
Yes, in Vietnamese.
Okay, okay.
Uh, Sometimes I experience the best restaurant. I will talk to my close friend
Uh-huh.
so that they don't go to that restaurants.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right, here. So, all right. So, yeah, extra practice. All right. So, plan an English speaking evening. All right. Here, so invite some friends who can speak English. Do you have friends that can speak English?
Yes, all my
Or cook?
friends
Yes,
can.
and cook together and speak English during the preparation time as well as when you are eating. Right. So, this is very challenging uh, a challenging way for you to strengthen
Practice.
your English speaking skills. All
Yeah.
right. So if you have a lot of friends that can speak English, then you can actually be trained more, right? So are you talking to them in English when you are with them?
Mm, when I was a student, when I
Mhm.
was a student, I usually talk to my aunt. When I was student, I live with my I live with my cousin. Yes,
Mhm.
and I
Okay.
usually talk to her during the night. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but
So that
yeah,
is where you that is where you had your English trained with your aunt. I mean, like your English has been trained with your aunt
yeah.
because you're talking to her in English. Okay. So when your friends talk to you, did you guys talk in English or in Vietnamese?
Sorry, I don't understand.
I mean, like
Understand.
when you are talking, you have friends that can speak English, right? All right. So when you talk to them, are you talking on English or on Vietnamese?
In Vietnamese
In
because
Vietnamese. Oh
yeah.
no. You have to speak. If they can speak English, you try to ask your friend, "Hey, I know that you can speak English, but can we try to talk in English so that I can practice my English speaking skills?" Right?
Okay, I
And
try.
then yes, and if they speak a little bit off or do not pronounce the word, try to I think you should pronounce this word like this, right? So that they will learn also, right? And you both will learn each other. For example, that person or that friend of yours knows more English, so she will help you in correcting how to pronounce the words correctly. All right? Okay,
Yeah,
now here. Yes.
in my work,
Yeah.
I sometimes I talk with the family, with the foreigner come to my hospital without a secretary.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That is nice.
but some
Anyways,
cannot
yes.
understand they talk about.
Okay. Don't worry. You will be able to practice that one. Okay. We'll just have to, we'll just keep on talking and talking or do a free talk so that in the later days or months, your English speaking skills will be back and your vocabulary will be back and you will be sound like an American, like, oh, hello, how can I help you? All right. But anyways, you did a good job. Thank you so much for coming into our class tonight. and I'll be seeing you on Monday.
Okay.
All
See you.
right. So enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a great week and goodbye.
Goodbye.